Telling us a lot to get to. Well, at 6:02, it's day 2 of jury selection for Karen Read's second murder trial. Yesterday, 2 jurors were picked and a lawsuit was filed against Judge Beverly Canone. It's the latest twist in this high-profile trial.
And Latoya, we're also learning about mistakes made during this investigation. We do have team coverage this morning, so we want to start with NBC 10's Minash Kongwari. He's outside Norfolk Superior Court in Dedham. Minash, what can we expect today?
Well, it was a pretty productive day of court yesterday. 2 jurors were selected, a man and a woman. But of course, this is a process that will take some time. Of the 91 people that were questioned yesterday, 78 of them said they had seen, heard, or talked about the case. 40 had already formed an opinion on what happened back in January of 2022 when John O'Keefe was found dead outside of a Canton home. Now, the prosecution believes Karen Read is to blame. The defense believes she's being framed.
People have just been following this for more than 15 months. To then step into a courtroom, into a jury box, and say none of that has affected me. None of that has impacted my ability to be impartial. It's a tall order.
Now, in other news, yesterday was the first day that we saw Karen Read's supporters and opponents have to abide by a newly imposed buffer zone. It was imposed by Judge Beverly Canone. Well, we have now learned that 4 people are suing Judge Beverly Canone because of that buffer zone, saying that it's a violation of their constitutional rights. We'll keep you updated on that lawsuit, but for right now, we're live here in Dedham. Minash Kongwari, NBC 10 Boston.
Thank you, Minash. And we are getting a closer look at errors made by the Canton Police Department during that investigation. NBC 10's Lauren Melendez live in Canton with the full breakdown. Lauren, what are we learning?
Well, 3 months, Latoya, 200 pages, and now $200,000 later, this Canton Police independent audit is really highlighting some severe gaps in protocol on the part of officers. I mean, one of the biggest takeaways is that Canton Police failed to adequately photograph, or should I say never photograph, the scene where John O'Keefe was found dead before his body was moved by first responders. It also said that Canton Police should have stayed on the scene until state police showed up to dig through that snow for evidence. Other major mistakes included not interviewing key witnesses separately at the station or even preserving video evidence of Karen Read's SUV parked in the Sallyport. Now, according to Mass State Police Trooper Todd McGee, a former Mass State Police Trooper, some of the most basic fundamentals of police work were missing completely, and it appears the department severely lacks the means to be effective.
The biggest thing for any law enforcement agency is having the training and the resources available to be a professional agency.
So this group of independent investigators, they were commissioned, we already know, in the first place because of incredible frustration on the part of Canton taxpayers who watched shocking details about its department unravel during Karen Read's first trial. Examples like using a leaf blower to search the scene where John O'Keefe was found, or employing red Solo cups and Stop and Shop bags to collect and store evidence. Now, remember, they also, taxpayers believe that Canton PD botched the Sandra Birchmore investigation. So we're talking 2 separate investigations that have really impacted the police department's morale, which is another big takeaway. I'll detail that for you in the next half hour. For now, we are live reporting at Canton PD headquarters. Lauren Melendez, NBC 10 Boston.
Okay, thank you for that information, Lauren. NBC 10 Boston is your source for everything connected to the Karen Read trial. Watch court happenings live every day on NECN, or you can stream it on our YouTube page. Then you can catch a recap of those major moments weeknights at 7 on Canton Confidential.
6:06.